So these 3 lessons that I've learned in my first month of YouTube could completely change the way you upload and grow your channel. Hear me out. So yeah, I've only been on YouTube for about a month now, so take this video for what it's worth. So when I first started out, I was getting really discouraged and frustrated because I wasn't getting that initial engagement that I would get from, say, TikTok or Instagram. And when that didn't happen, it kind of made me second guess whether or not my ideas were even valuable or why anyone would even want to watch it to begin with. Not to mention there's millions of other creators who are doing the exact same thing, talking about the exact same stuff. So why watch me? But I wasn't totally defeated because creating content is really learning by doing. And every video teaches you something, whether it's editing, filming, script writing, making thumbnails, and for me personally, general communication skills. I can't really think of how many times I've repeated the same sentence over and over in my head just so it sounds good on the camera. But by doing that, it's actually helped with my pacing, with my tone, and it's given me confidence to convey my message confidently in a way that the audience can understand. Also, over the past month, I've just learned that YouTube is a different beast, right? I mean, aside from not getting that initial engagement, the likes, the comments, the views, the follows, while that stuff is important, don't get me wrong, it's not super critical for that long-term success. So I'm going to talk about 3 things that I've learned within my first month. So titles and thumbnails, the hook, and being consistent. So these 3 things are ultimately what's going to drive your video success. So let's talk about how critical titles and thumbnails are. So I'm coming over from Instagram, right? And I want my pictures to be flawless in every way. I over edit in Lightroom and I just polish them to make them look super amazing, attractive, whatever. But that doesn't always translate to YouTube, right? YouTube thumbnails need to be attractive at first glance. They need to be scroll stopping. They need to grab that attention immediately. And I wasn't getting the concept of this. So, I mean, if you look at some of the biggest YouTube creators on the platform, like Mr. Beast, MKBHD, Unbox Therapy, Dude Perfect, what you'll notice is that they all have something in common with their thumbnails. They have emotion in their faces. They have the bold text. It's high clarity. It evokes curiosity. So that's something that I'm still kind of working on, and I find myself spending most of my time on during this whole process. And titles are just as important. They need to be clear. They need to be scroll stopping. They need to be relevant to your content. They need to also spark curiosity. So I've spent some time testing and experimenting these combinations, and it is truly amazing how much impact it does have on your video's performance. A strong video and a strong title together can be the difference between a video that somebody watches or a video that somebody just continues to scroll past. So the second thing, let's talk about hook. So I've quickly realized how important the hook is, especially within the first 5 to 15 seconds. So this will decide whether or not somebody stays and watches your video or continues to scroll past, because people scroll fast, like very fast. So if you're not grabbing their attention immediately, then that main message of your video won't even get a chance to land. So you have to have something that sets the expectation right away. You want them to be curious, and you want that hook to connect with your audience emotionally, right? So you want to involve some humor or some relatability or questions. So for this video in particular, if I was trying to be humorous with it, something like, I've repeated the same sentence in my head 5 times, ... and it's actually helped. Or if I wanted to be relatable, I would say something like, starting YouTube is harder than I thought, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet. So I personally would click on videos like that if I was curious and if I was in that same stage of wanting to get on YouTube. So it's really all about just what keeps people watching, right? It's going to help your video perform in YouTube's algorithm, which, you know, always changes or whatnot. And it's just going to make your content more engaging for your viewers. So if you're just starting out, spend time crafting a strong hook. It's one of the most valuable things that you can do for every video. And lastly, consistency is key, not only in YouTube, but everything you do in life. And if you can find a way to translate that into YouTube, you're off to a good start. Whether that's posting once a week, or if that's posting 5 times a week, any post or every post whether it's flawless or not, gives you practice, right? It improves your editing. It improves your on-camera presence. It can figure out what your audience responds to by posting more videos. Having that momentum counts more than being perfect, right? So momentum counts more than perfection at this stage, for me personally. And the quicker you start realizing that, the more successful you're going to be down the road. So don't wait for your video to be perfect. Just start, press record, and improve as you go. So those are the 3 lessons that I've learned within my first month that I'm going to take with me to the next month and the months to come down the road. So consistency matters more than perfection. Titles and thumbnails are harder than I expected, and it's not Lightroom and it's not Instagram. And then the hook has to grab that attention immediately. So just kind of drafting and crafting and doing anything I can to be relatable, to be humorous, to evoke curiosity, connect with the audience emotionally. Those are things that I'm doing with the hook. So if you found this video helpful or relatable in any way, drop a comment on what you've learned, if you've learned anything at all. Hit the like button, it really means a lot, and subscribe if you want to continue following me as I kind of just figure this thing out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.